So I'm probably gonna upload this live, do a little quick video. You guys tell me what you think and stuff like that, and then we'll probably go from there. We're gonna go to the beach and we're gonna talk about what skits should we make next. Pretty much, I need you guys' help. This is lemonade, by the way. My pimp juice, lean back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. I got a mic on star, as you see. All right, so hopefully we won't get kicked out because it says no animals are pets of any kind. If I get caught and they say, "Oh, did you see the sign?" Well, I have no defense because I park right here and the sign's right here. So I'm kind of setting myself up. But yeah, I'm hood. I don't follow rules. The heck? Who cares? It says no animals are pets of any kind. I got my little baggie. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's important to follow rules. I don't know. Right now we're in West Palm Beach. Beaches in West Palm Beach are pretty nice. Tried to get here earlier, but I'm always, behind schedule. But that shouldn't be that bad, right? So I've been thinking about video ideas to make, for my next skit. So I overheard my dad, right? This is the one that I'm probably going to do, the most recent one. So I heard my dad, I was walking by my dad's door, right? And I hear him talking about, Trump and all that. I mean, technically, he doesn't even know a lot about it, but he likes to talk about it. So he'll talk about it, and I hear him talking about that, and I was like, oh, I haven't really heard that much about what's been happening with politics and stuff like that. So I looked at that video. I saw a video on YouTube, and it popped up talking about tariffs, right? Talking about tariffs and how we're going to put a tax on foreign goods or something like that, if I know too much about tariffs. But basically, it was talking about, groceries and things, and then it switched over to alcohol. That they're going to be tariffs, and that's going to raise the price of alcohol. And I was going to do like a funny video joke where I like get hysterical or get mad about it, and it'd be like a little short little skit, additional content. But I was thinking about doing something like that. How you feeling? Feeling good? Walking my dog, being a good pet owner. Woo, walking my dog. Yeah. So, second skit idea. I was thinking for all you guys that, edit video, make music. When I was younger, even if you scroll down on my channel, I made a few instrumentals and things like that, beats. Wannabe rapper, out here. Never really did very well. Didn't really get a lot of support. My friends didn't support it. They said my beats trash. Dad didn't really support me. He said, don't quit your day job. Thinking that's funny. But I'll be back to back. And this is before, this is when I was younger. Yeah, this is when I was younger. So what happened is I'll be making beats during the day, and my brother would be in the living room. He'll be in the same room, and he'll just be playing his video game. But I won't have headphones. I'll have just I'll just have the speakers. So I'll be playing the same hook over. And I know that was aggravating for my brother. But so I was thinking about doing a little skit about that. Just show, like, maybe wear like a smaller shirt and a little playful hat to show that I'm younger. Show myself trying to make beats. Beat be absolutely garbage. Like the beat would be absolutely trash. And it'll be playing the same thing over and over. It'll show my brother playing his video game, getting aggravated. And then I'll do like a little stand up. That's for the most part. Dang, I'm getting tired. It's a lot of walking. I've been doing this type of walking in a while. Whew. This Sam take a lot out of you. Appreciate the light. Woo, that means I was successful. I entertained one person. Yeah. Another one I'm thinking about is from high school, where I was actually, so everybody has that class, right? Where you go to the class, you don't really take it serious, like because the teacher kind of, maybe they're not as strict, or maybe they just kind of too trustworthy. They always had a teacher that's a little bit too trustworthy. Where they think their students are angels when they're absolute devils, by the way. So basically, I had a class like that, engineering class back in high school, where I'm not going to say the name of the teacher or anything like that, or to be too specific about the class. But basically, this class, man, we did everything. You got students trying to change their grades. You got doing crazy things. You got all kinds of stuff. People putting stuff on the roof. They had a thing for uh, putting things on the roof and having it stay there. I don't know how they got a soda can up there. I'm probably gonna edit a video for that for the skit. They also have, like, there was one season where they was doing this thing where they was tying book bags to the table. So when you get up, your book bag be stuck. But yeah, so there was a skit where, so I don't know if you guys look down, there was a period. This one was going to be about, I don't know if you guys know it. And don't shame me. Don't say anything. Everybody has their little phases, okay? So I was in a phase where I don't know if you guys know about the brony community, and stuff like that. Well, basically it's about, like, when one show got popular, My Little Pony, but actually, low-key, it's like Powerpuff Girls. It's not that bad of a show, in of itself. But yeah, I got into that. So I made a little bit of content earlier in my days, the beats and things like that in video games. And we were in the class, and the teacher went to go make copies, right, for for more assignments. We're in engineering class, so he always leaves his computer open. And one of the students went there. They got on the computer, typed up, and this is my friend, right? Sometimes your friends are mostly in high school. But anyway, so he goes on the computer, opens up one of my beats. Of course, it's the one that's, like, about My Little Pony and stuff like that, and played it through the whole class. The whole class got a laugh. It's embarrassing and stuff like that. That was supposed to be more like a low-key fandom. I ain't trying to let the whole world know, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm doing it now. It's coming out now. But I don't, yeah, that's all behind me now. Yeah, that's all. I mean, mostly what I would do is probably, like, play a video game or two that has, like, that community in it, because those dudes are freaking funny. They're stupid. It's like, it's no judgment type of environment. Everybody's acting stupid. Everybody's having fun. The goal is just to have fun. There's certain games that are like that. And then you have the trollers. And sometimes I'll feel like I'm a troll. A troll or a minge is someone that we state that comes into, like, a game, and their goal is to cause chaos, annoy people, and things like that. That's what those people are. And I'll fake like I'm one and try to be best friends with them and stuff like that, and kind of encourage them to, hey, kill that guy. Oh, destroy that guy. Or do this, on the game. We're talking about on the game, not in real life or anything like that. But in game only. So that's another skit that we're thinking about doing. Nothing to see here. I just put dirt all over my shirt. Also got to figure out ideas of what to do, like with these, like, live streams and all that. How to be more funny, right? This is a comedy channel. The goal is how to be more funny in general. Been live for 27, 30 minutes. A beautiful day in America. Good morning, USA. Oh, like American Dad. You guys American Dad fans? What are you doing, Star? I was gonna make, like, a segment, talk about colorism and stuff like that, but a little scared to do that segment. And people might think that I'm anti self or something like that, or racist. I'm not racist or anything. I don't support it at all. But I just have a preference. I like what do you call that? I like contrast. Like I think two people are too simpler and skin tone. For me personally, I think that's a little, not as interesting. I like things that's interesting. I like people, I like a little contrast, not too much contrast, just a slight contrast for your, that's what I prefer. Probably even in the bedroom or anything like that, but we ain't gonna get too graphic. Maybe because I watch too much dirty movies and stuff. I don't know. But I gotta stop doing that. So the media, blame the media. It's the media's fault. But yeah, there's a segment on that where I went to the club, right? So I went out to the club. This happened like a couple of months ago. I was with some friends, and we was trying. You know how friends be like, "Oh yeah, you can do this, that." So I saw one girl right out there, and she was more of like a goth girl, like dry in my skin. I hate myself. Yeah, one of those type of girls. But anyway, so she was wearing all black, trinkets, the big boots, all that. Sometimes those girls be kind of fine though. I don't know. Might have a thing for golf girls. But anyways, so I'm out here. I see the girl in the bar, and I go up to her. She's a sister. I love my sisters, but she was a very, very fair, light red girl, right? And I made the mistake, and this is the last time I made this mistake. So I made a mistake and said, "Oh," I was like, I love your light skin and all that." I made some type of comment about her skin in a positive manner. And I said she looked beautiful and all that. And she took that the wrong way. She was probably, I don't know, I just chose the freaking civil rights activist or some crap like that. But she didn't like that at all. It was a big turn off and stuff. And she said that I'm giving off being a colorist. And I didn't even know that was a thing until that day. I learned that. I was like, what is she talking about? I can't compliment somebody on their skin. And I was talking to a friend. I was like, no, don't do that. So yeah, so that's something there. So we can make a skit about that. But I'm the king simp, right? I'm the super simp. But anyways, I kept talking to the girl, and I bought this girl food from the bar, a drink, paid for her to get into the club, right? And not only that, we go to the club. She don't even dance with me, and she finds a dude that is lighter than me, and she called me a colorist. She don't like us, our dark brothers. So it's like a double negative. And she went home with the dude and everything on my dime. I paid for her to get in the club and everything. Unbelievable. Can't believe that. So that's another skit that I was thinking about uploading. Trying sooner or later, I'll go get some. Probably get like a wig or something like that, or get a some little clothing. Look into doing stuff like that. I might start off buying like a wig, but I don't know if I want to do the cross-dressing thing. I'm not too into it. I was into it at first. I tried it a few times in my videos, but I don't want to get crazy about it and be cross-dressing because I don't know. It's just not my thing. So I might just get like a little prop that looks like a mannequin or a womankin or something like that. I get a womankin prop, and we'll just do something like that. I wonder if I'm going too far. Oh, this is another beach zone, private for this location, this area. So I got one more probably idea. I'm sure after this one, this would be my last idea, and then I have to start thinking about other type of skit ideas because after this one, I don't really have too many going on. There's some small ones. What I need to do is start getting I need two things because I looked on there. It's the comedians. They have they have joke books, so I can start jotting down jokes as I, go through the day. Because what I do, I'll come up with this nice joke and then I'll forget it. So, because I probably want to get serious with being a comedian and stuff like that, make a little bit of income, hopefully. All I need is like 500 a month, maybe 1,000, pay some freaking rent and stuff like that. So I can do stuff that I'm actually enjoy. Of course, I'm still going to be working, but it's going to be a little bit, a little bit of that and a little bit of this. So the last thing that I have in mind is, so I used to work at Fun Depot, and I had some weird hairstyles. I don't know. I still got weird. I mean, look at my hair right now. Like, it's like the generic brother hairstyle, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I like to be different. Like, I have waves, and I'm going to have braids, so I'm growing my hair out on the top for braids. So it's not the generic brother hairstyle that you guys always see. So that's something to keep in mind. But anyways, so I'm at Fun Depot, and I actually got hollered at Fun Depot when I was working. This older girl, she was like in her 20s, and yeah, I had to throw that in just to make sure you guys that she was of age. Yeah, older people go to Fun Depot too. Quit your chatting. But anyways, yeah, it was an older girl in her 20s and stuff like that. So I took her out, and she was a bit baller. Or she's one of those ladies that like to flex and stuff. So we went to the movies. We went to go pay for the movies, and she pulls out to pay for the movie ticket, $300, like $100 bills, 3 of them. And I'm like, well, dang, I only had an $8 budget. I don't know if she wanted to make an impression or something like that. That kind of intimidates a brother. Like, dang, my pockets ain't equal to that. Oh, man. But anyway, so went to the movies, went decent enough. And then we went to Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, I went to 2 places. Went 50-50 on the movies. I said, okay, I gotta pay for Cheesecake Factory because I'm a simp. Well, nah, I categorize that as being more of a man. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I tried. So when she left, I paid for it. Then she's like, "Why are you paying for it? Like, what's gonna split?" So the only problem with this was, at the time, I was too holy, which is good. Yeah, I started late being a fiend. But you see the shirt, fiend. Yeah, I started late being a fiend. But I'm gonna get back right. I wish it was flipped where I started off bad and it turned good. But no, we started off good and then we turned bad, a little bad. But hopefully we go back good. I'm praying for that. You know what I'm saying? But back at the car. But ideally, I'll make a skit about that girl. Good morning. Yeah, now. Try and make a skit about that girl, and then that'll be good. Da-da. All right, guys. Appreciate you coming along on my little beach trip. Let's see how this quality goes.